Hello and welcome to my lovely little corner of the internet. Hi. Hello. How's it going? Hi. Well, I don't know. I just wanted to talk, I guess. So, since the last time I have posted, a number of things have happened. Last time I posted, I believe it was around a year ago now. And at that time I was living in Minnesota, which is fun. I'm still in Minnesota, but I never quite got the opportunity to actually talk about me moving to Minnesota because I originally come from California and I moved to Minnesota, which if you look at a map, it's kind of a distance. When I look at Apple Maps, the distance from my home area to here is about, I think 1,500 miles. 1,500 miles. That is a super distance. And also, there's a couple of other just generalized differences between the two states. First off, California, at least the part I came from, didn't really get any snow. Minnesota, at least the part I'm in, gets a lot of snow. The first winter, when we came here, there were blizzards, so many blizzards. And on top of all of that, we had a 6-month-old. That's nerve-wracking. We actually at one point got recommended vitamin D drops because apparently the sun don't shine here the way it shines in South. And what was I trying to say there? The way it shines in California. Which, in all honesty, does not surprise anybody. Oh, ew. In all honesty, does that surprise anybody? I mean, California is known for its sun and its beaches and its heat. Fire season, y'all. I missed it this year. But Minnesota, I don't really know what Minnesota's known for, in all honesty. I just know it's got snow, it's got similar laws to California, and in the area I'm in, it's got influence from North Dakota. I'm in like a bordering area that's borders North Dakota and Minnesota. Let me tell you, these states could not be more different. You go to North Dakota and you're LGBT, chances are you're gonna get called a slur. You go to Minnesota and you're LGBT, chances are you're still gonna get called a slur. But there's protections. So my lovely husband and our child made the actual drive. Like, we didn't fly, we actually drove to Minnesota. That was something. Which also means now I can technically say that I have been to California, Nevada, Idaho, Montana, and North Dakota, and Minnesota. So that's like 6 states. I can now say I've been to an additional 5 states than I had been before. You definitely did not see me counting because I could not remember what states there were. But I'd actually, since we made the journey in January of 23, I'd like to show some of those photos. The drive itself was not too horrible. Had quite a few talks with my husband. It was fun. Having a 6-month-old is not something I would recommend because 6-month-olds do not very much like to sit in a car for such a long period of time. As with pretty much any big important life decision made between couples, there were obviously going to be some issues. I mean, we moved all the way halfway across the country where none of our family are. So obviously there's going to be some issues, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't change it for the world. because in the end, we met a bunch of people that made things easy, and we got to do a bunch of things that made life a little more worth living. So we've gotten new opportunities that we would not have been able to have out in California. There's so many different amazing things that you can do in life that sometimes you just have to take a leap of faith for. And if it's meant to be, if that's what's meant to happen, it will happen. And life will be better because of it. That much I have been able to learn. Even if the amount of stress from being out here can be a little bit overwhelming at times. I know that at the end of the day, I've got my family behind me. They have my back. Whether it be the family from Cali or my family here in Minnesota. And I'm gonna include my friends in that too. But in all honesty, I don't regret coming here. I mean, Minnesota's got California laws without the California rent, if you know what I mean. It's got literally is like half the rent for the same amount of space. I will take that in a heartbeat. But that was about a year and a half ago, so now I've got a 2-year-old. I gotta go back to that.